The need to pivot. Are you willing to make necessary adjustments if your life just changed? That's what we're going to talk about today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by Savvycleaner Training, where we have one course that could change and revolutionize your career. It's called Is Cleaning Right for You? Check it out at savvycleaner.com. Lots of parents right now are staying home from the COVID pandemic because their kids are not going back to school this fall. And they realize they cannot go back to their regular jobs, but they still need to bring food and put food on the table for their families. So they are going into the house cleaning business, and there is a need to pivot. So super uncomfortable. That's what we're going to talk about now. There's a guy that keeps coming to top of mind who did a lot of pivoting himself. He's an American children's author, he's an illustrator, he's a filmmaker, he's a poet, he's a political cartoonist, and he never quite found his game. He had a very unremarkable upbringing, very unremarkable life, very unremarkable work ethic, and he never quite figured it out. And he just kept pivoting and pivoting and pivoting, but he had a lot of tenacity. And he kept saying, you know what, I'm going to figure this out no matter what I do. And he kept at it and kept at it and kept at it and kept at it. And he actually took a step down from what he thought he should be doing in life. And he kind of looked down on being a children's author as kind of like it's not that great of a, career, but hey, I'm kind of good at it. I think I'll figure it out. So he focused his energies there. Then he decided, you know what, I'm having a lot of fun here. This is really fun for me. I think I'll make a business out of it. And he started to sell and market his books. And 27 publishers turned him down. They said, you're wackadoodle. You're a crazy man. This is weird stuff. It doesn't make any sense. Go away. No one wants to read this. But he thought in the back of his mind, maybe someone does. And he was going back to his apartment in a state of frustration. Maybe I'll just incinerate my book in my apartment complex. I'll call it a day. I'll figure out something new. But he was willing to keep trying. On his way back to his apartment, he ran into an old college buddy who just got signed on as a children's publisher at a publishing house. And he said, before I incinerate my book, would you take a look at it and just tell me if I'm crazy or if the rest of the world is crazy? And his friend says, yes, I'll take a look. And he took a look and they signed a contract for a book called To Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street. And Theodore Geisel, the man we know and love as Dr. Suess, went on to have a very profound career selling 650 million books in 95 countries and in 20 different languages. I know, crazy stuff, right? But he had the need to pivot. He had the need to just keep changing until he found the thing that really opened the doors for him. So is it house cleaning for you? I don't know. But what I do know is this. Right now we are in an era where it's okay if you need to pivot, if you need to make adjustments, if you need to change your career, if you need to tweak a few things in order to find your game. I don't know what that is for you, and it might be house cleaning. If it's not house cleaning, maybe it's something similar. Maybe it's carpet cleaning, or maybe it's disinfecting services. Maybe it's something similar, but maybe house cleaning is the door in to whatever that avenue is for you. Are you willing to pivot? Because right now there is a need to pivot. Just because society has kind of changed up our work schedules and our family lives and our stay-at-home activities, everything has jumbled a little bit. And we have to kind of be flexible, like the little weeble people that wobble. We wobble, but we don't fall down. We have to just wobble a little bit until we find our footing and we get back on track and we can move on with the rest of our lives. So there is a need to pivot. What I'm asking from you is the willingness to pivot. Will you be willing to move slightly off your comfort zone to find something that might support you and your family for the rest of your life? I want you to think about it. All right, if you found this helpful, please pass it on to a friend. If we've earned your subscription, please subscribe. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.